Are you tired of getting killed by the Terminator AI the second you peek a door on hard difficulty? There's a movement mechanic that lets you see the suspects completely undetected if used correctly, giving you a completely free kill. Today, we are breaking down the free lean mechanic in Ready or Not and how combining it with the crouch key makes you practically invisible to enemies. First, let's talk about the standard lean. Using Q and E to lean is a great mechanic for clearing, but it locks you into an animation that can expose your shoulder or head before you can see the threat, depending on how you are using it to try and clear a room, and that can get you killed. Free leaning changes the game. By holding your free lean keybind and crouching at the same time, you optimize how well hidden you are and get flexible control over how far your character bends their upper body to stay hidden, and if done correctly, shoot at suspects before they can see you, and that allows you to clear rooms very safely. Before jumping into the free lean mechanic, let's break down the standard lean. Standard lean allows you to peek entries by slicing the pie. If you do this correctly, you can maximize what you can see while minimizing your own exposure to the suspects. By combining micro strafes with regular walking to push and pre-aim angles, you can ensure that once you establish a line of sight, you're the one pulling the trigger first. However, reliance on pushing engagements with the standard lean comes with a high stakes trade-off. One poorly calculated angle can expose parts of your body, often resulting in a lethal engagement. This is exactly why mastering the free lean mechanic is considered a safer option for room clearing to most players. In this part of the guide, I will break down the keybinds I found to be most effective. If the defaults feel clunky, I highly recommend trying these. Though keep in mind, your muscle memory will need a bit of time to adapt. The spacebar is my crouch button. Control is my free lean button. Low ready is bound to the Alt key on a toggle setting. Pro tip, you can instantly break the toggle by right-clicking, ensuring you are always ready to engage if a suspect rounds the corner. My lean left and lean right keys are set to Q and E toggled. This is a vital step for the advanced techniques we'll cover shortly. You'll also want to cant a laser to your gun, so move the canticite key to a closer key like the Z key for example. First, I would cover slow peeking with free lean, since it's the easiest way to practice the invisibility trick. And then we'll move on to more advanced ways to free lean. The trick to free leaning is combining it with crouch and making sure that you don't peek too far past a wall or object. Because of how the player camera is positioned relative to your character's hitbox, crouching and free leaning allows your eyes to peek past a wall while the rest of your body stays entirely hidden behind cover. This is because their AI vision doesn't detect enough of your hitbox, so they won't aggro or shoot. You can take your time, line up your shot, and take them down. It is literally a free kill.
Element to talk. Civilian good to go for evac.
Talk to Element. Continue with objectives.
There are two ways you can mess this up. First, over peeking. If you expose yourself too far past an object, then suspects may start to notice you because you are no longer fully concealed, and this can get you killed. Second, doing it standing up. Standing free leans expose your center mass much easier and faster than crouching does. Always stay low. Next, I will talk about how to move quickly using free lean. Once you master the basic free lean, it's time to speed things up. Executing quicker leans doesn't just let you drop suspects faster while staying in cover, it actually messes with the AI. These rapid snapping movements can bait suspects into pushing your position or randomly move out of a spot that they currently can't be seen, allowing you another potential easy kill. To pull off these lightning fast peeks, it comes down to micro adjustments. Here is the exact sequence. First, control your elevation by holding or tapping crouch as needed. While doing this, also keep tapping your free lean key and quickly tap your A or D keys to bounce in and out of cover. Once you find that sweet spot, lock in your crouch and rhythmically tap your free lean and strafe keys. If at any point you need to move while free leaning, you can tap crouch. This is why spacebar for crouch and control for free leaning make this a lot easier to do than the default keys. If you want to optimize your lean speed even further, you will need to tap ADS as you lean in and release ADS as you lean out. Doing this allows your camera to snap in and out much faster, letting you get shots off on the AI while keeping you safe from other nearby suspects. Now I will tell you the secret method to make this even faster, but it comes with a trade-off. If you hold your standard lean key, either Q or E, while executing the free free lean sequence I just showed you, your character will fluidly snap in and out of cover at maximum speed. The catch, your peak range is slightly shorter. This is exactly why I recommend setting your standard lean buttons to toggle earlier in the guide, so you can stack these mechanics without tying your fingers in a knot. I'd like to end the guide by giving credit to Penguin for being one of the first players to mention the free lean invisibility bug. Penguin first discovered this bug back when the game was in very early access, and I don't see people ever mentioning that anywhere. He also told me about the Q&E toggle for free leaning, which I found to be pretty decent to use situationally. Thanks for watching this guide, and hopefully you learned something from it.